The summer days have started to shorten and cool, which means I have a little bit more free time and can also turn off the just ton of fans I have going at any time. I don't have AC, so you can definitely hear that in some of my older videos, but I got the chance to turn off all but one of them. If you hear a fan, it's the one that I have still going because it's still slightly too warm. I'm not a summer girl, so I'm excited for fall and winter. It feels like it's been a long time. I'm also not a manga aficionado. Western comics are definitely more my go-to, but I have spoken about a few manga that I've really enjoyed in the past and made a few videos on this channel. You Can't Live All on Your Own by Mizuko Suno caught my interest recently, and that's what this video is about. You Can't Live All on Your Own was originally released on the website Pixiv in 2021. It did receive an English publication by Tokyo Pop in July of 2025, and that's what I read. There are 3 volumes, and I read each of them in the span of a few days. I even made my sister go to 3 different bookstores with me just to find volume 3, so big thank you to her for being patient with me. She reads a lot of books too, so not the end of the world, but also not the point. You Can't Live All on Your Own follows 4 women, Shuko, Aika, Misaki, and Shio. Sorry if I pronounce any of the names wrong, I probably will. The girls have been roommates since high school and are now on the tail end of their 20s. Each of them also face their own problems, veering into different directions throughout the story. It's a cozy slice of life story with a decent amount of humor thrown in, at least to me. They also dive into a few heavier topics concerning adulthood, particularly regarding the interpersonal relationships of the girls, but nothing outright upsetting or I guess like trigger warning worthy, at least not that I noticed. I found You Can't Live All on Your Own to be charming, and being a basically 30-something myself, this series felt very topical to me at time of reading. Some of what the characters go through felt kind of personally reflective of my own experience. I think it's hard to get to 30 and not have regrets or worries that you've made wrong choices. I felt that way a lot lately as my own 30th year draws nearer and nearer. But hey, that's enough of me talking about me. I'm gonna dive into the spoilers of this book as well, so keep that in mind going forward as I talk a bit about the characters and their arcs. Okay, let's get into it. Shuko Maeda can best be described as comfortably stagnant. She worries about not reaching the milestones someone her age should have, like a good job, a partner, or an ambitious life goal. Shuko watches as her friends move towards their dreams and can't help but feel that she's planted herself too firmly in where she's currently at. After overhearing how many of her coworkers are getting married, Shuko worries that she may have missed her chance at love. Over the story, we see her meet new people and reaffirm her relationships with her friends. Shuko learns and questions what she really wants. Does she really need romance? Does she really need an aspiration? Or is being content and comfortable in her current situation enough? I don't want to go into full spoiler mode for anything with this manga because I do think it's worth checking out, but I will say I related most to Shuko out of any of the girls and found her ending leaving me a little hopeful for my own life, if only a little. Aika Matsuki is in many ways Shuko's opposite. She's determined, success-driven, and strives to be the best in her career. She'll take on any office task and will stay as late as needed to get her work done. This isn't always what's best for her though, and we see Aika drive headfirst into some pretty self-destructive behavior. She's had a hard time asking for help, handing off the workload to others, or allowing herself to recuperate after a project. The girls worry a lot about Aika in the series. Although she is great at what she does, it doesn't always seem as fulfilling as it should be, and she doesn't finish every job feeling 100%. One major event for Aika is an in-company transfer. Aika spends a good amount of time ruminating on whether she should move north away from her life with her friends and current office to a project she's more passionate about. Shio Momoyama is a foodie and an artist. She recently left her marketing job to work independently. We see that she isn't always the best with money or time management, but similarly to Shuko, she values her own comfort. We see that she's a bit of a mother hen with her friends, cooking often and doting on the other girls. She worries about their well-being and whether the other members of the house are getting along. When a confrontation fractures the environment partway through the story, it's Shio who gets the group to reconvene. We also get to see Shio's mother in one of the volumes, and she puts a bit of pressure on Shio to settle down with a more traditional lifestyle of finding a husband and having kids. Shio's biggest change occurs partly because of the other girls' progression of their own lives, I guess. While she's happy to continue rooming with them, she's also always longed to travel abroad, When presented with the opportunity, Shio decides whether it's something she can really handle or if it's something that she even really wants. Misaki Kawaseta is a musician and a hopeless romantic. She performs regularly in a band and is shown to be creative, outgoing, and boisterous, especially around her friends. Misaki dreams of getting married, having kids, and settling down someday. We learn that she's been with her current boyfriend for about 2 years. She's hopeful that he's going to propose, but is surprised when one day he casually mentions that they aren't actually dating. This leads Misaki to questioning what that means, what she wants to change, and whether their relationship is worth trying to save. We see Misaki make some major changes to herself and how she wants to operate in her relationships. Because it plays out as such a major part of the conclusion of the story, I will say that we see Misaki get married at the end of the series, along with a resolution for the other girls' storylines. Without completely giving it away, I can say the series' conclusion is very sweet, and you can read it knowing a happy enough ending awaits each of the girls. They each move towards their 30s, having grown a bit more and feeling more confident in their identities. It's, again, very sweet, and I personally really enjoyed You Can't Live All on Your Own. I also really liked that only one of the girls, Misaki, has a marriage as her end goal as far as the story goes. There's a nice variety in values, and the series really demonstrates the different ways people can find community in their relationships. As far as the series tone or vibe goes, if you watched my video on She Loves to Cook, She Loves to Eat, I found the vibe to be very similar to that. Just to compare and contrast, manga I've talked about before, it just has that sense of found family that I really enjoyed in She Loves to Cook, She Loves to Eat, I think is equally present here. While I'm throwing out a similar manga, I'm also going to mention And Another Lovely Day, which is a webtoon that you can read right now. And Another Lovely Day follows two asexual, aromantic otakus who kind of have a meet cute. Neither of them know about the other one's identity, but it does turn out that they are both faculty at the same school. So the story follows them developing this sort of platonic bond, as well as growing closer through their shared and different experiences with their identities. I really recommend checking it out, but might get taken down by the time you watch this video. At time of recording, you can read it right now. It's transferring over from Webtoon Canvas to Webtoon Originals, so yeah, I don't know if it's still around at the time you're watching this, or if it's new, or whatever, but if you're looking for a kind of cozy Webtoon with a similar vibe to this and She Loves to Cook, She Loves to Eat, maybe check that out. Okay, I'm going on a tangent. To talk about me again for a second, I'm someone that's always wanted to live alone, partly because I have a big family, but it's also always just been kind of a goal, a milestone I should be reaching, It's something I doubt I'll be achieving by 30 with it looming so nearby. Unfortunate, but Rent is expensive. I don't know what to tell you. Again, I need to stop talking about myself so much. I do it a lot in all these videos. In my opinion, the message of you can't live all on your own is less that you can't live all on your own, but more that there's a multitude of ways to have people in your life that mean the world to you. It's important to have a sense of community, people you can lean on and who can lean on you too. We see the girls butt heads and bicker, but they also help each other grow, and it's not only the girls. Each of them also have friends and family members in the series that play pretty important roles. I mentioned Shio's mom earlier, but Aika has coworkers that she speaks with, Misaki has her band, and Shuko forms a sort of platonic bond with a guy she met at a singles meetup. I wasn't sure where to place in the video, but I also wanted to mention how much I enjoyed the pacing of the series. It never felt rushed. In fact, it feels exceptionally laid back and chill. It's a slice of life, but it never really seems like it's running to the finish line, maybe a brisk walk at most. You Can't Live All on Your Own still manages to combine 4 unique stories pretty well, and I never really felt like we were missing out on one girl's experience for the sake of another. But I guess that's all my thoughts, or at least all of them I have while writing this out. I literally just put volume 3 down when I'm writing this, so maybe I'm gonna add stuff to this video, but I doubt it. Let me know if you've read You Can't Live All on Your Own, or if you want to check it out. I'm not sure how popular it is, since it took me a while to find the physical books, but I'd like to see more people check it out. If anyone wants more spoilers, leave a comment and I'll fill you in. But if this sounds like something you'd like to read, I really think it's worth checking out without much context beforehand. Okay, I guess that's it. Just kind of making this quick video to jump back into making videos. But if you like this topic or whatever, feel free to check out the rest of my channel. I haven't uploaded in a couple months, but hopefully now that'll change a little bit as we move towards fall. Fall and winter are my favorite seasons, and honestly I'm ready for some cooler weather. Anyways, the next video, if anyone has stuck around this long, thanks. I promise the next one will be that Monster High Spellbound Valentine comics video. I did record something when it first came out, but you can hear all the fans going in my room, and it really just wasn't good audio quality wise. So I will be re-recording it and editing it, and hopefully I'll have it up soon. I guess that's it. Bye.